We're finding out what all three of us have been doing in the last couple of weeks since the last podcast.
Here we go, someone.
And yeah, we got our producer.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Hello.
And finally, audience, you've got all three of us, well, all four of us back.
It's been quite a few episodes since all three of you have actually been in the show.
Yeah. I mean, last week you had a special guest.
Last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Last 3
guests.
weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
Last couple of weeks.
I know everything's back to normal and we'll never have a guest ever again.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
So we do not have a guest because they called in not very well.
Let's not throw anyone in the mud here. No, it's fine.
We will have another podcast probably with them again in the future.
Yeah, let's not talk. We just started this one. Let's not worry about that one.
So let's start with this podcast, then, James.
Yes.
What did you do? What have you been up to since the last podcast?
Okay, so I have been with some work that I do to Milton Keynes to social history of people with learning disabilities, and I met people from Australia, Iceland and Ireland and England and other people I knew from Wales, and they spoke about interesting things, and I was there with Brian Collis and Simon Rice from the research team at Barod.
You'll hear a little bit about that later on in the show, won't we?
I mean, we could put the thing right here.
And we gave away a prize to the best.
We didn't check who it was.
Research.
How do we do that?
We'll explain that later in the show.
It'll be mentioned at some point.
Last weekend, I went to Liverpool with a friend to go and see Anfield on Monday, but we got there Sunday afternoon, and we went and had a look in the British Music Museum in Liverpool, and I saw Sam Ryder's costume from the Eurovision Song Contest 2022, and then I saw the Spice Girls costumes, Culture Club, ABBA, Buddy Holly, the Beatles.
Can I just ask then, James? You saw all these costumes, but the Spice Girls have got not. Which ones was it? Was it from the 2012?
They were the Union Jack flag and the scary cat kind of.
That's Scary Spice.
Scary Spice.
And then the black blouse that Posh had, with Victoria Beckham.
And Sporty Spice.
And Sporty Spice, yeah.
Or Baby Spice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was a big pink green coat. That was hers.
So what was Buddy Holly's?
It had his guitar, it had pictures, and it had a drum kit that said the Crickets on it.
So you went to that museum, but you didn't actually go to the Beatles museum, did you? So
No.
And that's another big one in Liverpool, and that because that I've been up to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I've been to see I went to see the Cabin Club, and I've been to all those places.
Yeah.
And when you go to the Beatles Museum, you see the white piano. This is John Lennon's piano from the beat that he started playing. Where, if you look at the one with when he was with Yoko Ono, and that Imagine song.
Yeah.
You remember the Imagine song, Sam? No, you haven't heard of Imagine, have you?
I heard of Buddy Holly, but I like his songs. So I got the CD.
What's your favourite one of his songs? Sing it right now.
The one he sang is Heartbeat.
Can you sing that? Right, stop, or we'll get copyrighted.
We don't go any further. But,
we can do that.
yeah. And of course, somebody had did that for Nick Berry did a re-release of that, didn't he? A cover,
a song
of that. And then he said that'll be the day.
Yeah.
So
that'll be the day.
and things like that. The Beatles. Everybody, can you name there's a lot of names for a lot of songs and a lot of things from the Beatles, but I'm surprised there was a lot of things. I bet you there was a lot. Wasn't there a Beatles things in that museum you went to? Some outfits.
Yeah, there was some costumes, and there was a Beatles karaoke thing in there.
Oh, you didn't sing, did you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I seen the video. But
Yeah.
Can we play it right now? That was a really funny video. I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude, but that's gonna fall down.
Yeah, she's probably right.
So that's gonna.
For the listener at home or wherever you're listening this to, there's like a big blanket up on the wall. It's blocking out sounds from the outside, and James is like swinging against it, and it does look like it's gonna fall. He's still doing it. Okay, he stopped. He'll probably start doing it again in 5 minutes.
Yeah. And Sam, what have you been up to in the since the last podcast?
I think it was last week. I went to Mivertidville with my mum because my mum had the event, and I went with her to promote all the broadcast and also the app as well. I did that Saturday. Spoken to a couple of people about the broadcast and the app. That night we went up to Shropshire because my sister and my dad were both racing.
Are you doing the driving again?
Were they doing like a proper race against other people?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Did they win?
My sister won a trophy.
Was she on the podium? Was she?
No, they just like picked the trophy up, but in other counties, so they have different counties where they race as well. The next one is not until September, and that's up in Nottingham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going there next.
That's a bit further.
Yeah.
So where was this again?
Shropshire. We were
Shropshire.
at.
Where is that?
Shrewsbury.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, you said it alongside the Mivertidville thing, so I assumed that they were about the same. Okay.
That's where I'm from originally.
Oh my god, that's why you popped out of the ground. Said, "It is me, Sam Hall."
So what have you been doing, Mr. Dash?
Oh, not much. Not as much as you guys. I've been watching a lot of the cricket that's going on.
That's still going on?
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
now 2-1, but to the thing.
Did all of Wimbledon happen in the middle of the
Wimbledon
cricket?
happened, and John Djokovic lost in the final.
I know. It's just the new generation of big tennis players coming in, isn't it?
Yeah. So we do have a new
What's his name? Something Alcaraz?
Oh yeah, Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
Yeah.
Sounds like Alcatraz.
So there were all the Roger Federer was in the royal box, and Brad Pitt and all the royals and were all there, and because the patron of Wimbledon is Princess of Wales.
Yeah.
Kate. So
No.
Kate.
She died like 20... How long ago did she die?
No, long time.
A long
50 years
time
ago.
Kate's really lovely.
Yeah, so it's Prince and Princess of Wales were there with their kids.
Oh yeah, George, Charlotte, and Louis.
God, you know all the names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm a big the royal family.
You love the royal family. You love them.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, whenever you
He's
see
now
them.
10, isn't he? George is 10, isn't
Yes,
he?
he is. I'm not sure about Louis. I think he's about like 4 or 5 or something like that.
But George has just gone into he's become he's getting double digits 10 now. He just had his 10th birthday, I think, or coming up to his 10th birthday.
Yeah.
So big for him in the next couple of weeks. He may be going into, as they say, the big schools.
Yeah.
So what do you like about the Royals, Sam?
Well, I watch them on TV because, I'll tell you what, I was in hospital at the time. I was watching the King.
Oh yeah, his King's coronation.
I watched that because
And because she was watching that.
I was watching that from
Don't
hospital.
Interrupting.
Yes.
Sam's telling a story. Continue, Sam.
Go on.
Yeah, I was watching it from the hospital, and also had a guest, I had someone come in to see me as well. We were both fortunate.
Did they put the big silly hat on his head and go, "You're the king now"? They put the thing on his shoulders.
So do you like all that coronation stuff and
Yes.
or does it go on too long for you? Do you think it goes on too long? Or do you think they can shorten it a little bit?
I'm trying to work it out now. More probably, if they had it like shorter now, that would be good. But they did have a long one because they were like putting the crown on. I've forgotten the name now. Camilla.
Yeah,
Yeah, she had a
Camilla,
crown
yeah.
as well. They both had one.
Was it Queen Consort Camilla?
Oh no,
She's not the Queen. She's
yeah.
Queen
I
Consort.
think there's gonna be. She's actually Queen Camilla now.
Oh, she's just the Queen. Is Queen Consort what they had before the coronation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, so now there's anything they do, you like them. Would if they came down to Carmarthen, you go and see them? Then would you?
Yes, I would.
Oh,
Would you get them to sign your face or something?
You'd
they sign your forehead.
You sign a T-shirt or a
Get them to listen to the Wild Show. Give them a Wild Show flyer. And then in the King's speech at Christmas, he goes, "I love the Wild Show. I freaking love it. I love Sam Hall. I love James Taylor." He says that in the King's. He's promoting it. It's the entire King's speech is just dedicated to him promoting the Wild Show.
My next Christmas speech will be on the Wild.
Yeah, I'm not doing these anymore. I'm just going to do an episode of the Wild Show instead. I'm the king. I can do what I want. And he just leaves. He walks out. That'd be awesome. I'd like him a lot more if he did that.
Yeah.
That'd be great if we could.
So how, James? We're going back to Liverpool. You said you went to Anfield.
Yes.
How did you
best
find
team play? Yeah.
who are?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
there's a horrible blue stadium on the other side of the town that you can see.
I didn't know you were so dedicated to Liverpool.
yeah, you really
You've never mentioned this before, I don't think.
So you support them, but if I mention the other name, you wouldn't like me, would you?
Oh, mention it. What is it? What is
What
the
is
other?
Everton.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a vein
Like
throbbing
James,
out of his
stop
forehead.
swinging on your chair.
So yeah, did you? So there is, when they do the derbies, it's Liverpool versus Everton, and you watch that, would you?
Yeah.
And you'd want
Liverpool to win.
yeah.
And what they did on this tour was they gave everybody an electric device with headphones, where it, rather than having a tour guide, there was people there making sure you knew your way round, and you just listen. When you got somewhere, it told you about it, and then when you go and see the pitch, it says press the 360 video, and then you press that, and then you can look round the stadium on it, and you can see what it looks like full of people on a match day.
Like a panoramic
And
view, really.
Yeah.
So you go round, but you're just sitting in a seat, and you can just see it, can you?
Like, I looked down and you could see the commentators. I looked at my mate with it for a laugh, and all I saw was someone coming towards me with a wheelchair. Yeah. I didn't see him where he was standing. It was showing me where he was standing. They recorded somebody going along there with a wheelchair in the past. Yeah.
So what else? I've been in a football stadium, but it's not. It's a Man United one.
Oh, I've been to that one.
Yeah, you have been to that one as well.
What's that called? Old Trafford. Is that Old Trafford?
Yeah.
See, I know some football things.
Yeah.
I went to Old Trafford with a Man U fan in 2015 and saw Manchester versus West Ham United. I was sat behind the goal where Wayne Rooney scored.
He retired now, Wayne Rooney.
Oh, did he retire?
Yeah.
Yeah, and David Beckham as well.
He retired a long time ago. Though, didn't
he was.
Have you heard? You've got Jordan Henderson, your captain.
Yeah.
He's gone to Saudi Arabia to play now, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah. That's one of the things that have come out. That's come out that he's actually gone to play somewhere else now. So you're going to be looking for a new captain.
Yeah. And you get a photo with all the trophies all replica trophies that Liverpool's won.
Let me see. There was a couple of years ago they won the Premier League trophy, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did you have a photo with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Premier League and the Champions League trophies.
Because they've won now a couple of times, haven't they?
Yeah.
I believe it's about 5 times.
And then they take you into the Liverpool Football Museum after you've been in the stadium. And then you go into this place where there's a little cafe and a massive Liverpool supporters shop. And you just don't know what to buy in there. And I bought myself a Lego Liverpool open-top bus.
As we know, you're big into Lego, but have you built it?
No, I haven't. It's still in the box.
So, have you done anything else? Regarding what else have you got? Are you doing? That you can tell us. Maybe it's between you and somebody else in this building.
Oh, we can get to that later.
Yeah, all right.
Get to that later.
So what else have you been? For me, it's not. I haven't been doing certain things in my life.
Actually, there is something you've been doing, isn't there? Not the other, painting.
How is the painting going? That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I just not long finished a painting. And that was a picture of Evi's little one.
That's someone else who works in the building.
And also, I just done another painting for someone who's on the broadcast.
I wonder who it could be. What are you painting for that mystery person?
The mystery painting I'm doing it's got a goblin.
It's a big goblin. It's a big green goblin.
I'm going to paint on the side of his dad's house for you.
Okay.
As a joke.
Sam's just joking around. She loves to worried people up.
How many of these little paintings have you done for people now then?
I think I've done loads now.
You've probably lost count, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you enjoy doing them, and does it relax you?
Yeah, it does, and also it's my own business as well, because it's like a small business for me. I do like loads commissions as well. And I do that as well. I get paid for doing it as well.
Yeah, you've talked about it before. You've advertised your product.
for me, when I went, you said you went to Manchester. You know, we'll say it, Manchester United, big Stoic Stadium.
Yeah.
When I went, it wasn't as big as it was big. They were winning everything when I went then, and they had there was all sorts of. I bet you there was. Did you go in the museum in 2015?
I didn't go. No, because I went on a match day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was throwing up time at the end of the game.
We've been on this topic for a while now, 22 minutes.
Okay,
Do you think it's time to move on?
Okay, so
we're going to skip guests today because we haven't got one.
And I don't think all three of us have been focusing on a film, but we could.
It's not just. I don't know how many times you have to go over this. It's not just films. It's never been just. It's anything.
Okay.
It's anything, and I know Sam has something to talk about. I hope she knows.
Yeah.
I know everything about games.
She does know. She's the queen of gaming. She knows everything about video games. Everything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to it's media I've been consuming. Let's call it that. We've got to come up with a name for it at some point.
Tell us what you've been
consuming.
Well, the game I'm playing on my Switch at the moment is called Pokemon Legend. That's what I've been playing, and I played it like an hour on Sunday.
And what sort of things is it? It's like
you get like a Pokemon ball to chase all the Pokemons. It's a bit like on Pokemon Go for.
But you're actually playing as a character. You're not doing it on your phone.
You're not going outside, because I think, if I remember rightly, Pokemon Go was the one you could have to be outside.
Pokemon Go is a little bit different from like a game. Pokemon Go is like go out placing, like catching Pokemons. But on the Switch, it is like a little bit different, but it's on the game. But you get like a character playing of yourself. But they like catch all Pokemon stuff.
And you've got an avatar of yourself, have you? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
You've got there's a character you play as.
And also, I'm a Pokemon trainer myself, and I got like loads of things about Pokemon. So
have you ever? Let me see. Have you ever tried virtual reality, VR?
Like the headset.
The headset. Have you ever put a headset on and seen what it's like?
Looks like you're walking through a rainforest.
Have you ever?
Or you're in a war game.
Or something like that. You haven't tried something like that yet.
no, I haven't. That's next on my list.
But you'd like to try that, would you?
Yeah.
What about you, James? Would you like to try that?
I've done it a few times.
How did you find it?
Some virtual realities are rubbish. Some are really good. Yeah.
The proper ones are usually really expensive. Like you have to have I think they just released.
My brother did one time in his room, and he got me to sit down.
Does he have like a proper VR headset?
Yeah.
Which one does he have? Do you know?
I don't know.
Is it like a PC thing, or is it like a PlayStation thing?
It was a PC thing.
PC, okay.
And then he got me to sit down. I put them on, and then it looked like I looked down like that, and I could see like horrible looking feet. And you're like in a chair.
And then you realised you hadn't put the headset on yet.
No, and you're going along in like a cave, and then these two big eyes come and look at you, and then you fall down into like a lake of blood.
Whoa, freaky!
Ew.
Do you remember what it was called, or did he not tell you?
He did not tell me. And then I went to an All Wales People's First conference in 2019, and they had someone doing virtual reality there, and it looked like that I was walking through a rainforest down to a lake with a waterfall.
So did you find that that was probably more comforting, wasn't it?
Than a big
Yeah.
lake full of blood and guts and
'cause it
gore.
was-
And somebody came along and asked me something, and I said, where are you? I can't see you. I'm just standing in the woods on my own.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Back to Sam, though. I think Sam was starting something. Yeah, so you've been playing a game.
Yeah.
Have you played much of it?
I played it on the weekend, but I might play it again tonight, this evening.
How far have you gotten in it?
I'm trying to think now what bit the part I'm at. It took me to a village.
Yeah.
That's what I'm at now. But the next bit I went into in the middle of the field.
You go into a village and then somebody takes you out into like a big field area, and that's where the real game starts.
Yeah. But I'm like struggling on like
Is it still Pokemon, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still Pokemon,
It's-
but I'm struggling like I think you're supposed to catch it or something.
Yeah, you throw the balls, and then if it hits them on the back, you have a higher chance of getting them, and some of them you have to fight before you can catch
So-
them.
Is it like paintballing, is it? Where you got to, if you hit them, sometimes you can get them better. You can get them more points or something.
There's
like that.
no
points, is it?
It's just you get the goal of the game is to get as many as possible. I think you've got to catch so many, and then you can move on to the next bit of the game.
Yeah.
There's a story, but it's not groundbreaking. It's just an excuse to sort of go to a bunch of different areas. It's fun. I played it. It came out early last year, and I played it, and I thought it was pretty good. But
I tried different games, but I can't. There's something I'm got at the moment which I'm still going, and it takes you. I can't remember the name of the game, but it takes you through different levels, and you have to make sure that you do certain things and get keys and get all sorts of things, and you've got. I think her name is for I can't remember the name of it at the moment because it's gone out of my head. But I do those sort of things, and I still get in to do. I still do Mario Kart and stuff like that.
Mario Kart's awesome.
Yeah.
They just released some new stuff for that.
I play that as well. I got like other games as well. I play on my Switch.
James has got. You've got Xbox Game Pass, haven't you?
Yeah.
But you just do Flight Simulator, don't you?
Yeah.
Even though
I do.
there's like hundreds of games on there that you could try for free.
Yeah.
That's gonna fall in a minute, James. If you stop.
I mean, it's not fallen yet, so I think if it falls at this point, he's earned it. He's been.
So what would you want? What sort of games would you want to do if you didn't have the flight simulator? What sort of things would you do?
Oh, I like playing sports games. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto at the moment.
Oh, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Is that through Game Pass, or did you just have that?
No,
anyway?
that's a game that I've already got, and I've got to the part where a character called Trevor arrives in
That's really close to the beginning, isn't it?
Los Santos,
I've not played GTA 5.
which is fictional to Los Angeles.
Yeah, they all take place in because I think one of them is set in San Andreas, which is kind of meant to be like San Francisco. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Liberty City.
Is that the one you
Liberty
showed
City.
me the other night?
It's like you're in a
Yeah.
city and you
I think
steal cars.
San Andreas maybe they may have called it San Andreas in the film in
I'm
the
not
thing,
sure.
but they've got
Yeah.
their land. They may be Los Angeles in
Yeah.
real life or something.
I'm not sure which city was in Vice City.
Vice City was Vice City, I think. There was a game called Vice City.
Yeah.
They used to make... So what they used to do was they would make Grand Theft Auto... So they made Grand Theft Auto 3, and that was like the first one of what they kind of currently are. Then they made San Andreas. Then they made 4. Then they made Vice City. But then Vice City didn't sell well, so they don't do that anymore. They don't make like
No.
the ones with just subtitles. They stopped doing it.
But in Grand Theft Auto 4, you can see they're in New York, and
That's the one with Nico, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Quite
don't
a
you?
mysterious.
You talked about that before, haven't you? Where's he from? He's from like a European country, isn't he?
Yeah. And at the beginning of the film,
The game.
he's he's knocking on these couples' door, and this man and woman are beating each other up, and the woman's got a whip in her hand and whacking
Whoa.
him. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then he's wanting to get them to come out, and they're on a ship, and this guy just says, "Leave them alone, Nico."
I think we should just get. Do you think we get somebody to stop them doing that? Or do you think it would be Yoda? No. Do you think it should be Yoda doing that sort of?
What do you think Yoda would say if he
What
was
do you
in
think- what
Grand
do you-
Theft Auto?
Yoda would probably. What would Yoda say about that? Patience.
He'd just say patience. He'd go up to Trevor.
Very quiet patience. It's very quiet.
He probably would tell many people to stay away from Trevor and Michael and Franklin because they're all on the dark side.
Oh, very good.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if Yoda just showed up halfway through Grand Theft Auto and he's just around. He's just a part of the story now.
He'd probably talk to Michael's wife and say, "Your husband has turned to the dark side." Do not bother with him.
Right. Anyway, yeah. Anything else you've been playing, Sam?
Can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay. Anything you've been watching?
I'm not sure what I've been watching this week.
Have you not been watching anything? I've just been on your phone the whole week.
I can't remember what I was watching on.
Yeah, well, I've been going through the Back to the Future films again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like those films.
I've just finished number 2, which is Back to the Future 2. So I'm gonna be watching the third one now.
Which one is your favourite out of the 3?
I think it's number 3 coming out.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's a slow build up, but that third one, it rounds it off brilliantly.
See, I really don't like the third one.
You don't?
No, I mean, I like it. It's a good movie, but it's like, I think it's a strange... I was thinking about it the other day, actually, like a couple days ago. I think the first one is like a really fun idea, and the second one kind of takes that fun idea and deconstructs it a little bit and just goes a bit crazier with the concept. Like, oh, they go to the past, and they go to the future, and then they go to the past, and then they accidentally change the future. When they go back, everything's all bad and terrible, and it's like higher stakes, and they've got to do way more. But then the third one, like, I feel like it dials everything back a bit. It's like, oh, they're just in the Wild West now, and there's barely any time travel. They're just kind of stuck in the Wild West. I was thinking what they probably should have done for that third one is it's not just the Wild West, it's like a bunch of different eras in the past.
Yeah.
Like they're in the Wild West, and then they're in medieval, and then maybe they go to like feudal Japan or something, and there's like a bunch of samurai, and then they go back to like caveman times, just like a bunch of different stuff. Like, and they really have to get back to the future because they're so far stuck in the past instead of just like in the Wild West.
It's probably just like Bill and Ted's.
Yeah, exactly like Bill and Ted.
That sort of, they get stopped at 2 films, but
they go to they made a third one recently though, didn't they?
yeah. I haven't seen that one.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched any of them.
But they do go back and forth.
They go back to a bunch of different places. Yeah. What do you think of Back to the Future, Sam? Which one's your favourite?
I think I prefer the first and the second one.
But out of the first and the second one, which one do you like more?
The first one.
He explains basically where he came from. And
I do like the
him meeting his mum, really, wasn't it?
Well, he has got like a board. Like his son's on as well.
That's the second one, I think, right? The second one is the one with the hoverboard.
Yeah.
Because he gets it in the future and then he takes it to the past.
I like the board. I do.
Oh, you like the second one then?
Yeah.
Because that's when he has to go back to 1955 to get something.
Biff. Oh, why did they have to go? Oh no, they go to the future because Doc shows up at the end of the first one, doesn't he? And he's like, "We gotta go to the future, Marty." He does that, and then he's the flying car. And then they go to the future, and it's because his kids are in trouble or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, cool, we sorted it. But old Biff, I think, does Marty get the sports almanac from the past? And then he takes it to somewhere.
He takes it to...
No, old Biff is like, he's really like, he's their cleaner in the future.
Yeah.
And he goes back in time with them, he sneaks back. And then he
Yeah.
gives young Biff the sports almanac.
Yeah.
In the 80s,
because
No,
they were going
I'm
to
getting really
stop. They were
confused
going
now.
to stop. They went to stop the Jennifer that they brought to the 80.
it's in the
Yeah.
present day.
To the
Old Biff,
yeah.
who is their cleaner, he
2015.
uses the time machine. He steals it, and he goes back in time and gives young Biff. He goes back to 1955 and gives young Biff the sports book, which allows him to bet on every single race that's ever going to happen and win them all. So he becomes mega rich. And then
he turns how he got back to 1985 in the first film
Yes.
into a big casino.
Yeah.
Hotel.
So 1985 becomes messed up.
Yeah, messed up. So it's gone into an alternate 1985. So they have to go back to 1955.
Classic time travel shenanigans.
And then to make sure that James is going, what? Have you seen these films, James?
I've only seen the first one.
Oh, you should watch the second one. Is my favorite. I think I love wacky time travel nonsense. So
Yeah.
it's really fun.
And
It's
do
Do you remember what year they go to when they go to the future?
in 2015.
2015, the far off year of 2015.
And in that year, there was somebody playing in a video game, and I think it was Cafe 80s. Like he has to go into Cafe 80s.
There's a cafe that is meant to be like
It's
like
Cafe
the
80s,
past, but it's like the
yeah.
80s, that is a real thing.
Which is, well, it looks useless, really.
Mm.
But the kid, he goes, he plans to play a shoot 'em up game, and one of the kids is Elijah Wood.
Oh, really? I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, and he is was a big movie star. Came up to being a big movie
Yes.
star.
Do you two know what Elijah Wood is very famous for being in?
No.
Do you know? Don't you?
I'm just thinking of what he's got.
Well, there's one. It's Frodo. He's Frodo in Lord of the Rings. He's the main character.
So
That's what he's really famous for.
So that he was a kid in one of the second Back to the Future film, and is now famous for that. Lord of the Rings.
It's fun looking at that second one and looking at the future stuff. People were talking about it a bunch when it was the actual day they went to. Like, there was a big thing about it. But it's funny looking at, like, because you look at the 2015 stuff in Back to the Future 2, and it's like, oh, they were completely wrong. Like, there's no flying cars. It's not this high tech. But you look at what there is, and it's funny seeing how much of it we actually did end up having. Like, there's one part where they have a big video call, and that was real. Not as good as it is in that movie at that point in time. But video calls are a thing. There were like little drones that were walking dogs. You could do that if you wanted to. It would be a bad idea, but you could do it.
Flying cars. No.
Flying cars, no. That's
Give that a try myself.
That's a really stupid idea, though, when you think about it. Like, how are we gonna have like roads in the sky? How is that gonna work? How do we stop people from just flying into a plane?
Well, yeah,
Like,
he nearly did when they got back into the 1985.
They did have a flying car in Harry Potter.
that's a magic flying car. Though.
Yeah.
That's different. This is like technology flying cars.
Then you're going back to Bang Bang, don't I?
Also
had a flying
a magic
car.
flying car. Is Chitty Bang Bang magic?
Yeah, it's a little magic, isn't
Magic
it?
car.
Yeah.
Guy who kidnaps children. I've never watched it.
It's a sport. It's an ex-sports car that gets trashed.
No, that's Herbie. That's Herbie. That's not Chitty Bang Bang. I think. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Herbie is a sports car, right?
Yes,
Herbie,
yes.
Herbie. I loved Herbie's when I was younger.
I watched a Herbie when I was a Herbie or two. Is Herbie alive?
Yeah, but a new film coming out now is Barbie.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I was going to mention this. What day is it today? It's
21st today.
Yeah, I know. But what are people calling today because of the two movies coming out?
I don't know.
Have you seen it online? People are making a big deal of it. It's Barbenheimer Day because Barbie and Oppenheimer are coming out today.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
So it's Barbenheimer, but a bunch of people are doing Barbenheimer where they're going to see both back to back.
Margot Robbie, who was in some Suicide Squad.
She was in the Suicide Squad. She was in the other Suicide Squad. She was in, but she's Harley Quinn in those movies, and she was in. I forgot what else she was in.
There you go. She's Barbie.
She is Barbie.
And I to be honest, it's a bit of a sideways thing for her, I think, from what she's done before.
Yeah.
And I for me, Barbie wouldn't be my type of movie to watch. But
it looks interesting.
yeah.
Well, I saw the trailer.
What do you think of the trailer?
And I recognise the reference from Aqua. Hi Barbie, hi Kay.
Now we're going down the music route again. But anyway.
Anyway, I got Barbie dolls myself.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Did you actually play with Barbie when you were younger?
Yeah, me and my sister did too.
So this is the sort of thing you'd like to watch now, is it?
I would too.
Yeah? Will you go and see this in the cinema, would you?
Yeah, more probably will watch it, but more probably I'll just wait when it comes out on maybe Netflix or Prime or something like that, so I can watch it too.
Yeah. Is there anything?
I think Mal's got plans for us to go and watch.
Yes, the big man upstairs.
Yeah.
he's been talking about going to see Barbie.
Yeah, what's it today?
He wanted to go and see it today, but somebody couldn't. They couldn't come in today. He wanted to come, so he postponed it to next week.
Okay, so have you got something to talk about, Sam? Would you like to talk about it now?
Are you talking about what we mentioned earlier? Oh, we already talked about that.
We already done it.
All right,
so.
We did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That sounded good. I like that.
High five.
Yeah.
Just to be sure, high five.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Sam, actually, I have got something to show. Mainly Sam, but all of you. It's something Sam asked me to do a long time ago. I've been very busy working on this. I'm very proud of it. So, Sam, do you want to press one of these lovely coloured buttons here? Anyone. They're all good. Sam. Do you want to try pressing another one and see what happens? Oh my gosh!
That was James Dash.
No,
came
you're
from
kidding
that
me.
direction.
That was you. No.
James!
No, that was you, Max. That was not
None of
me.
it was me. You can press them all at the same time. You can do a little song with it, like...
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Sam, are you happy? I finally did it. You asked me. Sam asked me to do a fart soundboard a long time ago.
yes, speaking
Months
of, I
ago.
need to do one
Oh.
myself.
Oh well.
So
The less said about that, the better. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. We got farts.
Moving on.
Have you got it?
Hold,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
hold the wind in now.
Oh, I can open the window now before I do one.
No. Have you? Is there anything you've got coming up in the next couple of weeks? Or
Any plans for the next couple of weeks?
no?
Not really.
No. Okay.
Just my rugby team is starting to come
Again?
back and train together again now.
Oh,
ready for ready for next season that starts in September.
Yeah.
And we're playing Clonefley Warriors in the
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's a bit of a against the Nethley Warriors. They might be a good side. I know they are.
Yeah.
Are you going to tackle first?
Who am I going to tackle?
Yeah.
The two that I know.
Make sure they got the ball first, James.
Yeah.
It can't be personal, James. You've got to tackle everyone.
Okay.
You're not allowed to tackle someone if they haven't got the ball. Are you?
Yeah, it's
No.
no.
But I'll make sure I throw it to the right Viking to get it over to the Clonefley. And then they can dive on
and of course at the moment we've got the Women's World Cup football going on.
Oh, did that
at the
just
moment.
start?
It's just started. One big result.
Are we in the sports segment?
Yes,
Is that
a
what we're
little
doing?
bit.
Okay, yeah. We're officially in the sports segment. Let's play the sports segment jingle. Oh, wrong button. Let's try another one.
Wrong one.
Farts are very funny.
Yeah, so he's put me off.
Women's football.
New Zealand beat one of the favourites yesterday, so that was a big
Who did they
result.
beat?
Norway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know
at the moment Spain are playing Costa Rica.
I know at one point in time. Oh, sorry, yawn.
He's yawning away, so I think it's getting too bit thing and.
Coffee's wearing off, probably.
Yeah.
I know a few years ago. I know a few years ago, England, the women's England team, are considered one of the best ones.
One of the best. Yeah.
But are they still up there?
They're European champions now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they a candidate to win?
Can, but I think USA are there at the moment.
Okay, it's all a bit different with women's football. Because it depends on the country. Maybe some countries don't have as many women wanting to play.
And I think another big story for Commonwealth Games, which is coming out, is that Australia was it Victoria? They were going to be hosting it in 2026, but they've actually said they can't do it. And it looks like the Commonwealth Games won't be happening at the moment unless they can find somewhere else to host it. And they're trying to see if they can get London to host it again, or Birmingham again. So that's which is where it was last year, or the last Commonwealth Games. Did you go up to see? No. It's not. Somebody else I know did the Commonwealth Games that I know. So anyway, I think that's it, and the cricket's going well for England at the moment. As far as I know, I don't know the score, so I won't know. I'll just say it's a good day at the moment for yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's all I'll say for England. England versus Australia still going on, but in the Ashes for the women, the Australians retained the Ashes, but it ended up 8-all. They do it on a point system, and that's what the women do. They do a point system compared to the men, where it's more for so little things like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you think about all this?
I've seen some of the cricket, but I don't actually watch it.
You're not a cricket enjoyer, are you?
No.
I'm just like into my racing cars.
You love driving racing cars.
Like Formula Ones. I'm into like rallycross and rally and stuff like that.
I was going to ask you, who do you think is going to win the world championship in Formula One.
Is F1 still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Who's
going.
on track to win?
And we've got Lewis Hamilton at the moment.
He's still doing well, is he?
Yeah, he's
But
doing
I don't
good.
think he's doing as well as somebody called, is it Max Verstappen? Isn't it? He's a
German?
winner,
Yeah, I think he's German, I think.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's
German.
yeah.
Sounds like a German.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
He's the one that's actually winning races, isn't he? You know. So
We have got Michael Schumacher, but I don't know if he's racing or not.
No.
So I think he's retired or something.
Who
but I think
are
his
Usually have two
brother-
drivers per country, right?
Yeah.
Who's the second British driver?
Oh, there's that. It's. I can't even remember his name actually. So it's a difficult. I can't remember his name at the moment because there used to be Damon Hill.
Yeah.
Down Nigel Mansell,
Yeah.
but that was in the 90s. Then there was
Is it-
Jensen
is
Button.
Is it Charles Lerrick?
Something like that. But I met one of them. Was it last year or was it the year before that? But I went to the NEC. Well, one of the drivers? I forgot. He had white hair. He's come on,
White
it'll come to me in a minute.
I have looked it up. It says in the top 5 there's 3 British drivers. There's L Norris. I don't know.
Landon Morris.
L Hamilton. Hamilton.
Lewis.
So Lewis Hamilton
Yeah.
is 3rd, and then 5th is G Russell.
Yeah.
So there's those 3.
Yeah.
So there's your answer.
Yeah.
Which one was it, do you think? Landon Norris or was it Norris or Morris?
Norris.
Yeah, Norris.
N for Norris.
Yeah. So you might. I don't think you would have met Lewis Hamilton because you would have known that, wouldn't you?
So he's one of my favourites, and I did have his like Michael. What is his surname again now? Schumacher. He's my favourite one as well.
Have you seen? Yeah. So that's apparently it's Max Verstappen is winning at the moment. So and it looks like he's gonna win the championship and the constructors. You know what I mean by constructors, don't you?
Yes.
Which is James. The
People that talk to you.
no, it's the people that actually are the cars, isn't it?
Oh, they're the guys who come out really fast and fix the cars. Is it those guys?
Was it?
The constructors are the people like Mercedes or things.
Oh, the companies.
Yeah.
They do have the safety cars as well when they put they drive behind it.
Yeah, if there's certain debris on the thing, and they put safety cars.
Yeah, I saw something on TV the other week. I was watching it. Oh, I think it was on BBC Breakfast News. I was watching it. His name is Mike, who does all the sports and stuff. I was like watching all that.
And
he actually sat in the safety car with the person who was driving it.
And he had an interview with him, did he?
Yeah, like in the car at the same time.
So you'd like to do something like that, would you?
Yeah, that's my kind of thing.
You'd like to be behind with them, with all the cars behind you waiting. You won't be doing the interview when he's on there. Anyway, James, I think. Have you got anything else to talk about?
Not really.
No, I
Looks like
haven't.
the producer here is starting to fall
I'm
asleep.
sleepy.
And Sam, I think that is all from
Yeah.
me.
Sam, do you have anything you want to say? Anything at all? You can say anything you want. There are no rules. The rules are gone.
What kind of? I was gonna say I don't think we've got any rules.
There are no rules. You can say whatever you want right now to end the show.
Are we done and dusted for the rest of the week?
Yeah.
That's goodbye from Me, James Tyler.
Me, James Dash.
It's a goodbye from me and the producer.
Goodbye from me, the producer.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.